First, at very least 5 minutes of this vlog to overshare with you. Welcome to my life. Nobody panic, I misplaced my celery. Okay, so I have to at least start my laundry in this vlog because if I don't, I fear it may never get done. Well, hello, I'm Erica, I am odd. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. It has been a long week. I have not felt good for most of it. Nothing major, I'm not sick or anything. I've just had really bad cramps all week. That's the deal. So I actually went and saw my doctor earlier this week because she's quitting her practice, which is so rude, but I understand. So there's another female doctor that's going to be joining that office. So I think I'm still going to go there because I like all the nurses and stuff there too. I'm just going to stay there, but this was my last time seeing her and it felt so weird. And she's like, well, you know, maybe because she's just going to be on call for like delivery at the local hospital. She's like, well, maybe if you have a baby within the next few years, I'll see you again. And I said, ma'am, you're never gonna see me again. I said, if I'm having a baby, it ain't here. Because I do want to move before I make any super permanent, serious life decisions like that. I was like, how about we say like grocery shopping? Because we live in the same area. She's like, that's a better one. She was always super sweet, and she was honestly like, for OBGYN, like she was just such an angel. And I don't know if I've ever shared this on YouTube. I think I shared it on TikTok as it was happening, but I was so visibly upset that I actually got rid of the TikTok. I was sobbing, so like you couldn't really understand me. So I was like, okay, I need to collect myself and talk about this. Basically, with my last doctor that I had, I called him once and I was like, hey, I'm having this really weird cramp. Like, I don't know what this would be called, but this is what it feels like. Is this normal cramping? Because I've had cramps, horrible cramps, and been treating myself for endo since I was 14. This ain't my first rodeo. But it was just a very strange cramp I'd never felt before. And so I called him, I said, hey, I just wanted to ask, is this a normal cramp that like people with my condition have? And he goes, Erica, here's what I need you to do because I know you're a hypochondriac. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what you need to do, okay? I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, there's gonna be a natural remedy. Maybe I have to like take ginger extract and something like that, and maybe that'll help with the cramping, you know, something holistic, because all my doctors know I like to stay on the most holistic side of things that I can. He goes, you need to go out there and you need to find a rich man and you need to marry him, and then you need to let him take care of you and have his babies, and then once you've had his babies, we'll worry about your cramps. This is a 100% true story. A medical professional that delivers babies told me as a solution to a menstruation problem. So when I say this, that yes, I am a feminist, I believe in equality for all genders. We should all be equal. Nobody should ever be discriminated against because of their gender at all. But when I tell you that feminism goes out the window when I pick my doctors now, sorry. I want a woman. You have a woman doctor and a male doctor, I'm taking the woman doctor. She's gonna listen. Because I said the same thing to my female OBGYN. She goes, yeah, let's get you on a pain management schedule. She goes, I know that you regularly take birth control to help control the situation. Let's go ahead and get you on a pain management medication. I know that you're holistic, so I'm gonna make this a as needed prescription. And you take it when you really feel like you're just in that much pain and you can't handle it. You take it and you know that it's not a defeat, it's self-care. You're taking care of yourself, Erica. And that was real medical help. And I am so grateful to her for that. And I am really gonna miss her as my doctor. But I don't know, I wanted to start this video off right off the bat because I've had that appointment coming up and I've been like, oh, I should really tell this crazy medical story that happened to me. I always forget. I've never shared it because I keep forgetting. So I wanted to get that done right off the bat. I'm so glad that I took first, at very least 5 minutes of this vlog to overshare with you. Welcome to my life. So this week I've literally just been laying up in the house, not doing anything. And I'm finally feeling better today. And it was honestly, I think it was because I had like medical stuff done right before I started my period, like the day of. I think that really caused a lot of the cramping, but I'm doing way better now. Thank you for asking. And so I wanted to take today to just like hang out with you guys. I want to take you guys on a tour of the garden because everything is finally planted. Okay, cool. I've made a dent in laundry. I think I'm gonna have a latte. I had one this morning, but I think I deserve another one, you know? There appears to be some sort of bird fight happening. So, you guys have a lot to see in regards to the garden. Because a few weeks ago, you saw Dad and I gardening and planting everything, but I didn't really tell you everything that was in there, and also I didn't know everything that was in there. My dad planted a lot after I got too tired and went inside. Put my drink by my chair. Also, the chaise like lounge chair I got, so ugly, but I don't care because I've been waiting for them to go on sale, and they just haven't been. And this weekend they finally went on sale, so I got the one that I could get. This is her. Very 90s. Hello. But let's start with the garden, shall we? So this is where we normally have had a lot of flowers in the past. So that's why you see like bleeding hearts, and there was some tulips. We have some snap peas from last year growing back up. And then we have some tomato plants in here as well. This little bumblebee. Bees and wasps especially scare me. But little bees like that you know that they're doing good for the earth, good for him. And then so we have in here. We have onions, more onions baby to cook with. And then we have watermelons. They're in there. And then we have like our greens. So we have our romaine coming up. We have our spinach, we have all of our salads, we have our kale, and then over here we have pumpkins. We did plant flowers in these because we want to attract pollinators so that they help the plant. And then more pumpkins. I'm thinking they're going to be really good. We have some kale that actually got out of control. I don't know if it was supposed to grow here. I think this is from last year and I really need to harvest that today. And then we have like herbs and spices. This is dill, I believe. Look at the size of that leaf. That's how big that leaf is. Wow. And then we have cucumbers coming in. And then we have more tomato plants. Obviously. And then we have eggplant. I make eggplant parmesan during every summer. That's mostly what we have it with because eggplant oxidizes really fast and it's kind of gross to look at. So you gotta cover it and stuff and fry it. You know what I mean? In other words, I take something super healthy and I put bread on it. But it's gluten-free bread, so it's fine. And then more onions. These are little dogs that scream like they haven't seen me every day. Hi, y'all know me. We've played fetch. I don't know. They like to scream a lot. You're very fluffy today. Your coat got long. Don't worry, you look very dapper. They act like they haven't known me their entire lives. I knew the dogs before you. Yeah, they were quieter. So anyways, you guessed it, more onions. We have some wild chives over there that I'm gonna harvest, and I think I'm gonna make ramen tonight. So I'm really wanting spicy ramen. We have, this is celery. Wait, where did I plant the celery? Nobody panic, I misplaced my celery. No, okay. No, yes, no. Oh God. All right, so these are either carrots or celery. I can't have this breakdown right now. And this is sort of where I went inside, so I don't know everything here, but I know that there are carrots right here, so that tells me that those are carrots over there. But we also did plant celery, and they kind of look the same. Anyways, tomato plants, baby, on top of tomato plants. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, I wanted to show you guys wildflowers with oh, hello. So do you guys see her? This lens can't go farther. I really need to get a farther lens, but I'm going to zoom in. I know it's going to be a little bit grainy. Get my Kindle out of my back pocket, shall I, and collect myself. I've been around these deer my entire life. They've walked up to me. I had a swing set back there. A storm took it out. It split it right in half, but I actually used to sit on the swings. But I would sit out there on the swing set all the time and just listen to music and relax. And the deer would walk up to me and they would hang out. And it was really, really cool. So they're used to me. She's very much used to me, but she does have a baby. So it kind of doesn't matter how chill we are. It does not matter if I'm fam. She will stomp my out, and I know that. But yeah, they'll just come up, I'll wake up and there'll be like 10 deer in my backyard. So that is the garden. I was gonna show you guys the wildflowers, but I'm obviously gonna wait a little bit for her to finish grazing. She went back into the forest, but I can still kind of see her, but the camera won't pick her up. Do you f***ing mind? Whoa, the seat just adjusted. Very touchy. So this is my cup, by the way. I know it's Pride and Prejudice. It was labeled that when I bought it, right? But now that I'm watching Bridgerton, it is so Bridgerton. It's my Bridgerton cup. The book that I'm reading right now, I know I keep bouncing back and forth between all these books. If y'all read multiple books at a time, you get it. But I've gone back to reading Stephen King's It. I have it on Audible. I've had it on Audible for like almost 2 years now. It is 45 hours. And if I was reading it alone, I can't imagine how long it would take me. I like keep quitting on this book and I don't want to because it is so good, but it's always like so intimidating. So I've decided to split it between my Kindle and Audible while I'm still reading the You series. I am almost done with it. I'm just getting very angry with Joe. So that's why I'm reading it right now. Oh my god, it's time for Bridgerton. I've been like running through this series. It's kind of insane. So I made like a quick spicy chicken broth ramen. I got a bunch of stuff recently that's all gluten-free to make ramen, because here's the thing, I really can't have like instant ramen noodles, right? I wanted like a big bowl of ramen. Oh yeah, it's just the perfect amount of spice, just a little bit of spice and flavor, a little bit of hot, not a lot. It is so good. Y'all gotta shop your gluten-free aisle in the grocery stores. But now I'm gonna watch Bridgerton. Oh my god, I am hooked on this show. So I'm finally on the 3rd season. I moved so fast. Colin's really making me upset because he was so sweet. And he was such a little gentleman. And he was always such a good friend. And now he just overlooks Penelope and he says mean things about her behind her back. And I'm very upset with him. And I hope that they can make up. Also, Eloise is everything. Her character, everything. She's hilarious. She's like the best part of the show if you ask me. Same with Penelope. Like, I only care about their storylines. Everyone else's storylines have been nice, but those are the storylines I care about. I finally got to 11% through Stephen King's It, which means I only have roughly 40 hours left of this book. Honestly, it is really good. That's why I keep putting it down, picking it up. I've really like dedicated myself that while I read other books, I need to finish this book. I don't have a time limit of when I'm gonna finish it, but hopefully it will be within this year. I'm not even kidding. Hopefully it'll be within 2024. But now I'm starting to feel super sleepy, so I think it's time for me to cuddle up with some Bridgerton. I also want to get to this ramen while it's still hot, you know? But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what your current read is or what your current TV show obsession is, because I am hooked on this show. But please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.